Hi there, YouTube. This is Mr. Gibson Guy, 335, with you again, and I'm bringing you a new video. I've seen a lot of this coming up recently on YouTube, and I'm going to call this, "Why Should You Start a YouTube Channel?" And I'm going to go over my YouTube channel, which has been around for a while, and tell you about what kind of things to do and why you would, address why you would do it. So let me just go right into it here. I had been watching YouTube for a while, but I finally got access to a video camera and started making my own videos September 16th, 2011. So that means last month I just hit 12 years on YouTube. But YouTube stuff is all evolutionary. It grows. When I first started this YouTube channel, I was teaching private music lessons at a guitar center, and I had several teenage students who were interested in songwriting and then performing their songs. And so I had this kid one day and this other kid another day, and I would introduce them, so tell them about each other and then let them listen to each other's music in their lessons, and then arrange for them all to come at the same time. And we kind of set up a little bit of a band we put together with their friends just to do their own music. And what has that got to do with YouTube? Well, I had a video camera, so when they would get together and rehearse, instead of just, being on different days, everybody shows up, I would videotape it and put these videotapes on YouTube. And then all the kids, there's like 4 or 5 kids involved in it, they changed as the time went on. Players came in and came out, but they could all go to YouTube and they could see themselves playing their songs, and it helped them to get the idea. They could practice with that, things like that. So, and then I extended it out. I started videotaping some of my students so they could go home and they could go on their phone and on YouTube and show mom and dad, oh, here I am playing my little song on the piano or on the guitar and saxophone or whatever the kid's lesson was in. So I used it, started out as that, and then I was playing in several different bands and started making videos of some rehearsals, and then put the videos up so everybody could do the same thing as the kids. We could watch ourselves playing and listen and hear, what needed to be worked on, what sounded good, what didn't sound good. Just kind of a communication thing, and I used YouTube for that. Then I started doing some other stuff, but gradually it developed into what it is now. And for me, when people say, what do you do on YouTube? Well, to me, it's about the subject. You have to do a YouTube video about something, and it's kind of like you're talking to yourself. Yeah. Only instead of yourself, you're putting it on video, putting it online, and people who are interested in whatever your subject is will pop up and, oh yeah, I want to see what happens. And because of this, I've had a lot of new friends, a lot of people that live all over the world, but they write in and say, hey, I saw your video, that was really interesting. I got one this morning, a video that I had made 3 or 4 years ago about a motorcycle jacket, and the guy wrote me and said, well, you did almost complete a review, but you didn't say what size your jacket was. So I went in the closet and I pulled out the jacket and zipped out the liner and looked around. Oh, here it is. It's a 42. Okay. That's, how much do you weigh? How tall are you? There you go. That's all and I had just told somebody else that about a year before that. You could see it in the comments. So you make contact with people from these things because you're interested in a subject that gets your interest. And they want to kind of, and you know, it's the same thing as why you watch YouTube videos, and you watch things and you say, oh yeah, this is really, really good. And then, you know, sometimes I don't think that's right. I'll have to look that up. But, you know, you can check each other, and I get corrected on stuff all the time, and it's fun. It just shows you that your audience is actually listening to what you're saying. You're not really talking to yourself, although that's how it comes across, because I'm in this room right now in front of a video camera, and I'm yakking away, but there's nobody here with me, but you're with me. So let me keep going here. In case you were wondering, my setup has stayed pretty primitive. I have a little tiny Sony video camera, and I have a photography tripod that it's on, and I have a folding music stand, and I have a piece of cardboard that has the outline of the video. And I press the start button, and then I press the stop button, and then I go online and I load it. I don't even edit videos. It's edited by me doing. So it's me talking to myself. I'll tell you about the channel. I told you I've been on 12 years. I have 136 videos currently, well, while I'm making this. But if you're watching this video, I have 137 videos, because we'll add it to the current 136 when number 137 goes up there. Right now I have 897 subscriptions, which is pretty good number, but also very frustrating, because I've been like 895 to 897 up and down. I get a new sub, and then somebody drops, and then I get another sub and somebody drops, and so I've been like right there, 895, 896, 897. Whoa, I'm just trying to get to 900. Come on. Well, actually, I'm not really trying to get to 900. The idea is to get to 1,000, but we'll get to that. Tomorrow my channel will hit a cumulative total of 440,000 views. That's getting up there towards 500,000 views, so it's something which is meaningful, meaning that I got some, you know, I got some viewership there. You are a faithful viewer watching this, but with the 440K, also one video that I made 11 months ago has 276,000 views. So more than half of my channel views are all on one video. Also, when you do your channel pretty quick, you know, you start with one video and then a second and a third, and they say, hey, this is kind of cool. They add up. The more videos you make, the more exposure you get, and the more you get called up to play. And let me say this, YouTube and other Rumble, you know, other coming together channels that let people put their own work on. This is really amazing, having watched YouTube since before 2011, watching it before I ever put a video on, and then finally getting up to putting one video on. But I've watched YouTube grow and just get more and more people, and it's really cool because everybody's the creators. You know, it's not sitting there on the couch watching television. You're in front of the camera and you're creating what people are tuning in or not tuning in. And you know, when I got 250,000 views on a video that I made, that was pretty cool. It's really, really amazing, you know, and I'm still getting 6 or 12, you know, dozen or so views on it every day now, 11 months later. So that was a good video. And that's encouraging when you can get things like that. But as you start to accumulate some videos, then you kind of do some organization, and that's where you hit playlists, and you start putting things into playlists. These are where you identify the interests that you are discussing in your videos. I have 9 playlists of topics that I have covered, and I'll probably split them off a little bit, add a few more here, but this is when you go to somebody's channel, like when you go to my channel, and you're on it right now, you'll see over on the left there's an orange circle with a white letter M inside it. That's what YouTube assigned me. That means Mr. Gibson Guy 335, a white M. So if you click on that, it will take you to the Mr. Gibson Guy 335 homepage, and then you can look across the bottom of the screen, and it shows you home, videos, playlist, community, stuff like this. And you can click on playlists, and it will bring up all the different playlists that I have. You can click on videos, and it'll scroll, give you a big long scroll with 137 videos on it, all in chronological order from when they were put on. So you can, if you see some subject on my video that you like, go to the channel and go to the playlist, and it will bring up, I have one of mine has like 2 videos on the playlist, and others I have 20 videos on the subject. The 9 topics that I cover, one is solo guitar. That's me just playing the guitar, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, just playing a song, no singing, no other accompaniment, just guitar by itself. I think I have like 6 videos of that. Then there's water sports. I have a boat. I live in Central Florida, and we have a lot of waterways around here, rivers and lakes and the Gulf of Mexico. So we have a lot of water sports going on here, and pretty much year round, because it's not that cold in the wintertime here. So I've been out on my boat every month of the year. So yeah, you can go boating most of the time, and it's usually sunny here too, which is nice. All right, Donna and the Dominoes is one of my subjects, and that's the name of a band that I was playing in. And in the course of my YouTube years here, I have put together several videos of different bands that I was in, playing songs, rehearsing songs, and made videos on it. And I've gotten a lot of interest in that, not just solo music of me by myself, but also music within a band setting, various bands that I've been in. So you can see those. Acoustic songs, that's me playing the guitar and singing. So if you want to hear what my voice sounds like when I'm singing, it probably doesn't sound too encouraging right now. I kind of got the old man voice going right now. But there's quite a few acoustic songs that I sing on too, and it's kind of fun doing that. I've done some solo work places here and there that I've just me and the guitar, and so people want to see, they can go on YouTube and see it. Motorcycle videos. I am also a motorcycle enthusiast, not just music enthusiast, and I have 3 motorcycles right now, and I've had as much as 5 at one time. And my whole family were all motorcycle riders, and so I've covered subjects of specific motorcycle. This is a Triumph Bonneville, from 2007. This is what I've done to it. This is the bike. And then I do also motorcycle accessories and motorcycle gear. Like I told you at the beginning of the video, the guy that was talking to me about a motorcycle jacket, and he wanted to buy one too. Actually, that video has had several thousand views on it. I've been advertising with that one, but hey, I got the views anyway, and a lot of attention from it. I think it's at 4,000 views right now. It's been up a couple years, but it just continues to pull in views. People are still interested. Helmets, motorcycle gloves, motorcycle jeans. That's a big thing in the motorcycle world. And you're riding and you go down, you want to have something that has some padding in it. And jackets and jeans, especially when it's nice weather like now, when it's cool out, they can really pay off. And you hope that you never have to use that, but as soon as you do, you're really glad that you did, because you don't get so skinned up and banged up if you have a lot of protection on you. So I do videos on that, photography videos. Now, the ironic thing here, because you can probably see behind me here, a little over a year ago, I had two cameras here, two Nikons, and I had those for 30 some, almost 40 years. I had those, that was my camera collection. But just in the past 11 months, I have gotten into this camera collecting thing, because photography is, it's obviously, like you're seeing, it's gone all digital and everything, but now there's a big resurgence of interest in, they call them analog or film cameras. We just call them cameras. And so there's been a great interest in that, and I have been collecting cameras, which I wanted back many years ago, but I didn't get them, and now I get the chance to get them because they're pretty cheap. And then that's branched out into, now I've started a eBay store, because I want to get this camera and it comes with this lens, and then it comes with this other lens, and I don't really need that other lens. And there's a bunch of lenses down here at the bottom, on the fourth floor here of the display here. And so you get stuff that you want, and then you get stuff that, I don't really need that, so you sell it, put it up on eBay. And so I have a store site going, and people that are buying stuff, and then it's like, do I keep this one or do I sell it? I can sell it for twice what I paid for it, and then I can get another one. So it kind of just keeps you busy when you're retired. You have your store that you do, and you can see a lot of the stuff on YouTube and here. Gun videos. I'm a shooter from way back there, and I have been interested especially in historic firearms. I have an original Colt 1911. I have a World War I era P08 Luger that was made in 1918, but it looks like it's brand new, and it's a pretty valuable piece. I have a Walther PPK, it's not quite that old. I have Smith & Wesson and Colt revolvers that date back over 100 years. I'll show you one thing that gets a lot of attention. This is a replica. I made this from a kit, but this is it's not a pirate gun, but it looks like it. This is a 1800 Kentucky style 50 caliber percussion pistol, and it's not loaded with black powder. There's no black powder around here, so it's for show, but it does function. It would shoot if I wanted to get some black powder and musket balls and load it up and fire it. But it's kind of a cool thing. But I'm interested in the historical aspects of firearms. This was a Colt made in 1917. So wasn't part of World War I, but at that time. And I've had a lot of views on firearm videos. I've done a lot of historical stuff explaining about the development of different firearms, and you might find that kind of interesting too. A lot of people have. Then there's the Maverick files. My Ford Maverick that I've had for a while now. I started doing videos on that before I got it. That's where my #1 video fits in, is in the Maverick files, and I have about a dozen Maverick videos, and they're starting to slow down, but I've got a lot of views on those, and if I didn't get 276,000, maybe I got 10,000, you know, stuff like that. So they get watched a lot, and being seen is the whole idea with YouTube. You want to make your video, you want to make something that is going to draw people in. You know, I was fortunate, I did the Maverick first video right when Maverick fever was going crazy. Ford they had like big long back order lists, waiting lists to get a Maverick, and then it got to be a big deal if they were even giving you a day, and people were very interested in Mavericks. And so those of us who were putting up Maverick videos, everybody was watching them, everybody was interested in a Maverick. If you couldn't get one, you could see it and kind of vicariously do that. And, hey, we've got a lot of Maverick fans, and my Maverick has been great, but having the videos has also been great too. It's been great for the channel. So YouTube has been showing ads on my videos. When you turn this one on, I bet you got a commercial first of all, but my channel has not been monetized. And this is the information in case you don't know these things. You have to get 3,000 view hours, and I have plenty of watch hours, viewer hours. That's how many hours of people actually watch it. Like if you put it on a 20-minute video and they watch 3 minutes of it, you get 3 minutes of watch time on it. You don't get 20 minutes as if they turn it off after 3 minutes. But watch time, I don't have any problem with. I got lots of that. I have 897 subs, and that's really tricky because I have been just hanging below 900 subs. I have 895, 896, 897, drop back to 896, back up to 897, drop back to 895, and then 896, and then 897. Haven't been able to hit 900. The magic number is 1,000. You got to have 1,000 subs, then you get monetized. And so that's, if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, do that and ask your friends to hit it too. Also, you want to get more playtime, get your viewers to give you a like. That gets you in the algorithm more, so your video gets out more. And comment. And if they like your video, if somebody doesn't like your video, doesn't matter. You got to comment. And the comments really bump you up into what you get to see. You know, who's watching you, and the more that your video comes up, the more exposure you get, the more chances that somebody's going to click on it. So those are the things that you want to do to get your videos going, your channel going. And it's really great to go back into here, and you go back and you click on a video and you just start reading through comments that people made, and that's people that watched the video that you made and it affected them enough that they had to respond to. You know, somebody said, "Oh, great review, that was really good. Oh, almost a great review, you didn't tell me what size you had," you know, that kind of thing. So, but people will not just click right off, but try to get people to sub, try to get people to like, hopefully not dislike. You know, if you want to dislike it, then, you know, maybe you should have just clicked off sooner. It's not my fault it didn't get better. Well, maybe it was my fault, but you experience these things, and the feedback that you get from the people that watch your video it's like somebody just having a personal conversation with you about what you did. So I recommend doing this. Mine is very basic, not edited. I just can make myself some notes and I go down the list and talk about what I'm talking about. Or, you know, sometimes I show you something, and like that flintlock, or not flintlock, but single shot percussion pistol, somebody might want to talk about cell phones. If they do, I don't want to watch that video. But if they want to talk about historical firearms, or if they want to talk about old analog film cameras, I'll be interested, and I'll be watching that tonight. Okay, so I hope that this gave you some helpful information and some ideas towards doing your own YouTube channel, because it's really fun to be in the community and to be somebody who is a creator, who is putting videos out there, and getting 440,000 views is saying, somebody noticed me. It's anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. You just got to get what you're interested in and present it in an interesting way for other people who are interested in the subject. And then you figure it out from there. But until video number 138, this is Mr. Gibson Guy. Give me the like and the subscribe, and leave a comment below. I'll see you next time.